Malawian President Lazarus Chakwera. Let's try and listen in on that particular media brief.
And the helplessness we feel from this now and in the weeks to come as we mourn together. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera was a good man, a devoted father and husband, a patriotic citizen who served his country with distinction, and a formidable vice president. I consider it one of the greatest honors of my life to have had him as my deputy and counselor for the past 4 years. And his passing is a terrible loss to his wife, Mary, his family, his friends, his colleagues in the cabinet, and to all of us as a nation that found his leadership and courage a source of inspiration. And I know that even the others who were on that flight were men and women of honor who served their country with distinction and whose families are left with broken hearts today. I'm profoundly sorry to all of you for this terrible loss. And I pray to God to comfort us all and to bind up our wounds as we mourn together as one nation under one flag. I want to thank Commander Peary and his MDF team for working through the night under difficult weather conditions to find the remains of our loved ones. The MDF is already in the process of bringing the remains to the Capitol. And later today, my office will announce the arrangement that has been made for laying our beloved Vice President and the others to rest in a dignified manner, worthy of the cherished place they had in our lives and in our nation. I must also thank all former presidents of Malawi for the solidarity they expressed to me when I called each one of them to inform them of the terrible news, because it is in times like this that we must stand together as one people. And I'll be counting on their support to unite us during the days of mourning that lie ahead. But more than anything, I'm deeply sorry to all of you for this terrible loss, and I humbly ask you all to observe with me a minute of silence in honor of their memory. May their souls rest in peace.
Well, that was the announcement that we've been waiting for. Malawi's President Chakwera confirming the death of the Vice President Lazarus Chakwera and 9 others. Well, we have Sophie Mokoena back in studio with us just to unpack what we've just heard. Sophie, I suppose this was the development we didn't want to hear, but it was a development and an update nonetheless. Your thoughts?
Yes, indeed. I think that delay, it was clear that it was going to be difficult to find survivors of this aircraft crash. And I think then the proper investigation by people who are in the aviation industry will have to start. And I think the big question will be what happened immediately when they lost contact. You also have other expertise that you could have applied in terms of investigation. You know that all of them, I'm sure they had cell phones. So if you ask assistance from cell phone companies to try and detect network, you can also be able to locate the aircraft. But secondly, the drones, and also asking help as soon as possible from countries that have capability and expertise in terms of search and rescue. And the last thing would be